Chapter 4. So, this new group of adventurers makes their way through the Lingenhall district down to Brass Glass.
What a name.
So he's a lamp maker like me?
No, you are basically like
I make stained glass windows.
you make stained glass windows, the lamps, and like he is specifically like a window repairman, effectively. He is a glazier.
Okay.
Oh. He has no talent, is what you're trying to tell me.
Damn, man. Scott's pesty.
I have the teenage angst.
Yeah, I see it.
When you walk in, there are two figures just kind of walking around the main shop, and there's certain like samples set up of like different types of glass and different types of not staining, but like I don't know what the word is, like when you
Texture?
Texture, thank you. Different types of textures that they use. And there are two figures just kind of standing in the shop, at the center of the shop. You see they're wearing leather armor, and they have maces clipped to the sides of their belts. And they kind of bristle a little bit when the six of you walk in. And a very, very thin human man comes out from the back. No, boys, no, stand down. I believe these are the people Glaucus sent. Yes, come on in. You're from the Hunter's Tale, are you?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
He is a very tall, thin human man with a John Waters mustache.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it's a pleasure to meet all of you. Yes, how are you? I am Korradon Steelvale. Yes, I own this establishment. And I'm assuming Glaucus has brought you up to speed as well as everything else that is going on.
Yes, he has.
What's the matter, cat? Okay, good. So someone
Yes, he
speaking.
has.
Yes.
What'd you say about a cat?
No.
What? Oh, apologies. Slip of the tongue. You know how it is. Well, I always have been one to pull myself up by my bootstraps. I built this from the ground up, and I like to help others along where fulfill their dreams, much like I did. So, I am an investor, entrepreneur. People come to me, I give them loans for money, they make a successful business, they pay me back, everyone wins, correct? Until someone welches on the deal, which is what happened. I gave someone the money, they started their shop, they're not paying me back. I want my deal to be closed.
Was there a contract that you guys signed between each other?
I don't like paperwork.
Handshake?
Handshake?
Always handshake deals. That is how I do business.
Let me ask, how much is involved?
Honestly, I'm not comfortable sharing the number yet. We've only just met.
Fair enough.
So the handshake has been working out for you?
I built this, have I not? I'm doing very well.
Have you given money to this company person before?
No, the one that is a problem, she is a first-time, shall I say, customer. She's a cartographer. She owns a map shop a few blocks away. Her name is Jonata Hopecourt. It's a very simple deal. I fronted her some startup money. She has now started a successful business and refuses to pay me back, and I want my money, and I want it now.
Has she said it in those words? I refuse to pay you back? Or she just doesn't pay you back?
Oh, I know their tricks. They've been avoiding me. I send people over there to collect, and all of a sudden the shop is always closed. Blinds are drawn, the lights are out.
So
I know their tricks.
You need more of a confrontation.
Well, unfortunately, handshakes are very difficult to trace.
Normally my reputation precedes me. People know that they can trust Korradon Steelvale.
Witnesses?
They know not. Here are two of my witnesses, and he motions to the two guys in the leather armor with the maces.
Okay,
And they
anyway.
both just...
Let's go to the chase. What do you want us to do?
I want you to go see if you can have more luck than I.
And get the money for you.
If she will not listen to me, maybe she will listen to you.
Okay, get money. Get your money back.
How forceful do you want us to be?
You have these two guys helping you.
That is not their skill set. They are here to keep me safe.
Okay, so that means
Again,
we're the muscle.
We're the offense, they're the defense.
You can say whatever it is you want.
How forceful do you want us to be?
That I leave up to you. I just want my goddamn money.
So these people that witnessed it, you paid. Interesting.
Well, of course, they wouldn't do much for me if I didn't pay them now, would they?
I think it
You
was...
say the shop is always closed. Are you sure it's not closed down? Like maybe something's wrong? I mean, we live in a very strange city these days.
Good.
Everyone's running and hiding and scared.
Yes, I know. Things are tough all over, but contracts and deals must be honored.
You did not answer her question.
What was her question?
Are you sure that they just didn't close down?
That to me is irrelevant. You entered into a verbal agreement, and you must honor it.
Where can we find this person?
Their shop is a few blocks around the corner. He points
If the
away.
shop is closed and there's no one there, where can we find them?
That is not
That's
not my concern. I'm not a detective.
Well,
What does she
this
look
time.
like? What race is she?
She is a human woman, middle-aged. Looks like she may have been pretty once.
Ooh, that was bitchy.
Ooh, right?
Warn.
Ooh, nasty.
Warn.
Looks like
like
she
you.
may have been pretty.
Just like him. You may have been handsome once.
What she
So
Oh,
a
no,
woman's
you're going to listen to the podcast and you'll hear it later.
a woman's only attribute is her beauty. You
I-
can't tell me anything else.
I did not say that. I just merely commented that the beauty may have been greater at one point in time.
Certainly seems to be high up on your list. Is there anything else you could tell us about her?
Well, she
Any
clearly doesn't know how to
defining
run a
hair
business.
color,
I can't give her credit for any business acumen. Clearly, she has none.
But I have to go back to the question of... I know that we just met, but we need to know what is the amount. We can't go in there and take... And if she does give, she may give us less than what you've given her. Or we may take more than what you have given her. We got to make this fair.
Yeah, that's where contracts probably would have come in handy.
Okay,
I
listen.
agree.
I am not going to be lectured on business from that one.
So you have a set amount
That's
that
a
she
woman,
owes you,
right?
and not a percentage added to that set amount.
Now,
Lorelei, sir, not that one. I do have a name.
noted. This one over here, though, she makes a good point.
This one over here?
I fronted Jonata 500 gold to start her business.
Okay. Now we're
500
getting
gold.
somewhere.
This is what you want back.
That's what I want back.
Okay.
That's what I fronted. That's what I want back.
And that's all.
Well,
And what's our fee, people?
it's only fair. Everyone else I fronted, I also get a 20% stock in the
Oh,
business.
Okay, 20%.
Ah.
That's only fair. The business wouldn't be running if it wasn't for me, would it?
20% of the stock, you mean physical stock?
20% of the profits.
And what do you intend to give us for that?
There are 6 of you. 50 gold each.
Is that okay with everyone?
I cannot answer for my fellow, what do we call each other? Adventurers. I'm okay with the 50.
So am I.
Each.
Crew. We're a crew.
50 each.
Lorelei would like to whisper over to Kara. I wonder what his other references are, if he's always had this kind of trouble or if this is the first time.
Which she says quietly just to you.
Okay. I don't know.
Do we have a deal? 50 gold each?
I'm fine with it.
Yes.
Good. Go get my money.
Sorry.
Do you want us to hurt her?
I leave the details completely in your hands. I want to know nothing else. I just want to know when you come back, there will be 500 gold for me in your hands. Other than that, I don't care what happens.
All right.
I don't like him.
No,
Neither do
he's
I,
a
but-
loan shark.
Neither do I, but let's go. Let's get our money.
Ugh.
Let's
Do
go.
you not want to do the job, Lorelei? I mean, we
I
don't have
just
to.
want to get out of here quickly.
Then let us leave.
Let us go.
Let's see what Hunada's side of the story is.
Okay. It's only a few minutes walk over to Janata's shop. When you get there, everyone make perception checks.
13.
All right.
5.
Lorelei,
8.
Oh,
7.
23.
Spot and Eleanor. As you approach the shop, you notice that there were lamps and things on that quickly get snuffed out, and blinds get closed as you approach.
He was right.
I noticed
Did
that.
you see that?
He was
Oh,
spy?
I didn't, I guess.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna have to knock down a door.
Okay, well maybe she's scared. It's
Well-
really scary out there right now.
Okay, she don't know who we are.
Okay, so
Oh,
we'll knock
no,
on
it's-
the door.
I don't think we
Closed.
should go in with the
Yes, we have to go.
I don't think we should go in with the. He wouldn't know the word pretense, but I don't think we should go in with the attitude of rough her up, take the money, kick her in the nuts, and run.
No, let's knock on the door.
I think that we should ask very nicely and say that we're the carrot.
Ask for it nicely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see how that works out.
Yeah.
Well, you're a native of this city, so knock on the door. I'll stand behind you.
Okay, maybe a foot back though, because you don't necessarily give a presence of kindness.
Lorelei kind of looks at Eleanor and she said, maybe I should stand behind Spot. You're a little intimidating, sweetie.
I don't mean to be, but I know that I am. But very
I
well.
know
Yes,
you
you
don't
will.
mean to be.
How
Very
about
well.
you look and check to see if there's any way they could leave, and we'll be at the front door. And we'll
Ooh, yeah. Lorelei, you go in the front door and I'll watch the back. You want to come with me to the
Sounds
back?
like an idea.
yeah, I'll go with you.
Girls in the front, boys in the back.
Yes.
Okay.
What are you doing, Lorelei? I'm sorry?
I'm going to knock on the front door.
All right, give me 2 minutes and we'll walk around the back.
Yes.
Is there a way
After
for
I give them 2 minutes.
me and Morpheus are going to go into the back? Are we able to walk around to the back? Do we see a door or a window they could climb out of?
You see a door. There's
All right.
a back door.
Okay. Do we see anybody else in the street back there or the alley?
No, the alley is empty.
Okay, we'll just hang out in the back and we're going to listen to see if we hear anything.
Okay, and Lorelei, you knock on the front door?
Yes.
No answer.
I start calling in. Hello? Hello? Is there anyone there?
After a minute, the curtain that's like right in front of the main door just gets pushed to the side, and you see a human female, looks at you, bug-eyed, and then sort of like quizzical, like, I don't recognize you.
She smiles. Lorelei smiles.
Who are you?
Oh, hello. My name is Lorelei. May I come in?
Why? What do you want here?
Well, obviously I would like to see your shop.
I saw you approaching. Those other ones look scary. He sent you, didn't he?
Oh, I promise. They're not scary. We're not here to hurt you.
So far.
Make a persuasion check.
We come in peace.
Natural 20 plus 5.
Nice.
All right, okay. She cracks open the door. What can I help you with?
I will. Is there enough room for me to completely walk through the door?
No. She just opened it and is standing in the doorway. What can we help you with?
Well, and I kind of like, I try to move my foot into the doorway. Not like threatening, not like, hey, but just like kind of like sneak it in.
Are you a customer? Can we interest you in a map?
Absolutely.
Well, maybe, but there's something else that I have to ask you for first.
What?
Well, I was told that somebody gave you a business loan.
I knew it. He sent you here, didn't he? I knew it.
Well, I'm just here to talk to you. I am not here to do you any harm. I'd like to know, why is it that you haven't paid back that business loan?
Because I don't have the money.
Is it business is bad?
Business has been bad since I opened up. It's nothing. No matter what I do, I can't get the foot traffic in here. And all he does is send his thugs after me, which is why I close up shop. Because I can't afford to have them break the place up again.
Have you tried to speak to him and say that you don't have it and maybe ask for an extension?
There's no reasoning with that man. All he sees is dollar signs. I asked him once to extend out of the kindness of his heart. And, well, and with that, she motions over her shoulder, and you see a figure walk up behind her. And it takes you aback for a second, Lorelei, because you've never seen one up close. And any of you who've ever come across these creatures in the past have never seen them in the city. In very simple tunic and just commoner's clothes, you see an orc come up behind her, and he's got like a calligraphy pen in his hand, and you immediately see he's got a black eye, and there's like crusted blood around one of his nostrils.
Did he do that to you?
And he just kind of grunts. Janata replies, they found Brug on his way back from buying supplies for the shop. That's what they do when you don't pay. I'm really good at making maps, but I'm not a fighter. I didn't mean to get in bed with a loan shark. I just wanted to start my own business.
No, I do understand. I didn't get the best feeling off of him. But I do have to ask. I have some friends that are around the back. May I let them in? I promise they will not hurt you.
Can you help us?
Well, I need to talk to my friends now, don't I?
All right, I'll let you in.
Thank you.
Albrick, let them in. Let them in. And there's another figure in the back who was just sort of standing at the counter, and you see a copper dragonborn. Also in simple tunic in commoner's clothes.
Also, can I roll perception on her to see how much I believe her?
Make an insight check.
Insight? Okay.
And with that, the dragonborn, who was addressed as Alberek, makes his way over. He opens the door, and Morpheus and Spot, you right away see this figure, a male dragonborn. You are the friends of Lorelei.
Yeah, Spot Morpheus.
Come on in.
My insight is 14.
She seems to be honest.
Okay.
And he slides the lock behind you, closes the door, and I'll say you're all in the shop now.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to the rest of the party, and I say, this woman is honest. She doesn't have the money yet, and she has tried to ask for an extension, and I motion over to the orc, and this is what they do when you ask for an extension.
And the orc just...
They've been bullying them. They've been trying to rough them into giving money that they do not have. Obviously, he sits on piles of money. Why won't he accept an extension from her?
Okay, so here's my question. We're in a tough situation here. We were hired to do a job by getting this guy his money. She did borrow the money, and she needs to pay it back. So we can try to broker a deal, but at the end of the day, she needs to pay it back, right?
I kind of agree there.
I kind of agree with you.
How much can you give?
She starts going through her pockets. She's pulling out a couple silver here, a gold piece there. Business has been really bad lately. No one cares about map making right now.
I agree that she needs to pay the money back, but the man sits on piles of money. Can he not just charge her extra interest for an extension? Or maybe help her with her business that he invested in?
She holds her head in her hands. She's like, I should have never gotten in bed with that man. I should have never done deals or gotten into business with him.
Who told you to go to him?
He found me.
He found you.
He found me, and he made me this great offer. I should have known
What
better.
was the offer, if I may ask?
He would give me startup money so I could start my own map-making business. I mean, I had no money at the time, and I would have loved to be a business owner. It was like a pile of money falling in your lap, you know?
Were you looking around? Were you asking around for investors?
No, but I've heard that Korradon is a man who kind of knows when things like that are happening.
It's very interesting.
We're in a quandary here.
Yes, we are.
No, Morpheus doesn't like the fact that someone small is getting stepped on.
Absolutely, none of us do. And I think now we have to make a decision.
So I'm
We gotta
getting
go
a
back
little
to him.
annoyed.
To quote Sashim.
Yeah, I'm getting a little annoyed.
Like, we gotta go
Lorelei
back
really
to
doesn't
him
like
and see
that a
what we're gonna
woman
do
is
with
being
him.
taken advantage of by an arrogant man.
So we need to make a decision now.
Yeah.
Lorelei doesn't like the fact that this man is bullying a woman.
None of
That's
us
really,
do, so we gotta
it's
make
really
a decision.
bugging her.
I'm torn between that we did have our word. We did give our word to this glass window repair person / loan shark. And
Did we give a word? Did we sign a
I
contract?
don't know if that's considered giving our word. We asked for a job. We said we'll take the job. We didn't do the job. We go back to him and break his legs.
wow. Wow.
Who's that talking? Is that Maria
Yeah,
talking?
Morpheus,
or-
take a look.
A little of both.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Kara said that.
So
Well-
here's the problem.
Okay.
We can say all of that, but like,
Protect those who need protection.
Yep.
Before my vows are taken, that is one of the tenets. To protect
then again,
those who
aren't-
need
Aren't
protection.
we in,
We said we were going to go over there. We didn't say we were going to take the job, did we?
aren't we also indebted to Galcus? Maybe Galcus. We could speak to him.
Yes. Would he be
that's true.
annoyed that we're doing something, but then we don't know what he knows?
Trying to figure this out.
Okay. Well, right now
So-
she's going to need help because that man's crazy.
Okay. So we can go back to Glaucus,
Glaucus.
and say that the mission he sent us on is kind of undoable because the guy who asked us for help is kind of a scoundrel and we don't want to help him.
Well, we could go back to Glaucus.
I'm gonna ask her for a map. Does she have a map? How much was it that she got loaned? 500 gold?
500 gold, yeah.
Do you have a map that's here that's worth 500 gold?
Not one that's worth 500. I'm not that good.
Plus 20%.
Yeah, he's going to get
2 or
20%.
3?
Oh boy.
I don't know. Maybe. My maps are meant to be functional, and they're meant to, help you.
They're not artistic.
They're not artistic. I'm very good at it, though.
No, I think I'm sure I'm looking around and I see some maps hanging up. I think they're great. I mean, I look at that and I know where that is. That's perfect. That's awesome. But
Could use a map of the city,
I'm trying to
right?
say, like, maybe we can go and we can try to sell your map to somebody, get the money.
I think that would take longer.
Too involved.
Yeah. I think
So
our
what do you
two
wanna go to-
choices is either go back to Korradon and kick his butt, or to Glaucus and say, what's the true story behind this?
I go
Or
I
with
vote
everybody.
us to go to Galcus.
Okay.
I'm not a hired thug.
I'm a bounty hunter. I'm not going to beat up a woman.
Okay, so you
Okay.
are a hired thug, but I am not.
I'm not going to
So
beat up a
you're the
woman.
hired thug.
But I did make a promise to protect those who need protection. Who needs protection more?
Lorelei, what was that?
I said I refuse to hurt a woman whose business is doing poorly.
I won't do it either.
Okay. So what's the plan of attack right now, folks?
I say Galcus.
Yeah,
I second third Glaucus.
Fourth down.
You're going back to Glaucus.
Glaucus!
Okay.
Off we go.
We'll be back.
Okay.
Would you like to come with us?
I don't think it's the safest thing for her to come with us.
But she can at least tell her story to Glaucus directly.
Let's go see Glaucus.
Yes,
We'll
so.
be back. Just lock your doors.
Can I disguise... With my disguise kit, can I disguise Janata?
Yeah, sure, you can do that.
So how about I go and I disguise Janata, I dye her hair, I make her look a little different, and we'll take her out with us.
Okay. Just her? You're leaving Albrecht and the orc at the
Yeah.
shop. Okay. You escort her back to the several minutes it takes to get back to the Hunter's Tale. And when you walk in, Glaucus is, again, alone. He's alone in the upstairs room. And he's just kind of clearing plates away and moving them over to the bar, moving them off the table. And as you walk, back so soon? Who's that you got with you?
The person that we were supposed to rough up?
Rough up.
Yeah, we don't really want to rough her up.
Why would you say it right now? That's why I disguised her.
He's alone in the room.
Oh. I kind of whispered a spot. We don't know if we can trust him, and he doesn't know if he could trust us. Let's not give away information, shall we?
I know I can trust him. I don't know if I can trust you.
I don't know who the fuck I can trust. Who is this with you? And he raises one of his long albino fingers and points at the woman you walked in with.
Okay, so all answers will come, but I have a question for you. This guy that you asked us to go and help out, how well do you know him? He seems like a really nasty guy, dude.
With that, Glaucus grins. Why? What'd you find out?
That he's a loan shark and he beats people up for money, that he loans them money with, and expects to come back with a higher payment, and he's a pretty nasty man.
With that, he smiles. Well done. I'm assuming that's Janata.
Yeah.
Lorelei steps in front of Janata.
He puts his hands up. He goes, look, I had to know that I could trust you. And if you were smart enough to figure out that the job wasn't to get the money back for Korradon, but it was to protect Janata, you all have potential. Korradon Steelvale is no friend of mine. He is a piece of shit. He is a loan shark, and he deals in underground narcotics.
Whoa.
He uses his shop as a front to wash his gold. And also, he's a very big investor in the establishment. So dealing with him deals a very big financial blow to those in power in this city. But if I told you that out front, if you were people of less than reputable means, you would have done the job just to get close to me. I had to make sure you could find out what was going on underneath, that you wouldn't just take the surface at face value.
Well, now that that's established,
Yes.
I'm very happy that we chose the right decision. I want to, high five people. High five. High five.
Hey, high five.
High five.
Hey.
Hey, I got a high five. Hey.
From Kara, of all people.
Kara.
I don't high five you.
comprehend.
I only have 3 fingers.
Slap me 3.
It's high 3.
Fist bump?
Well,
I don't want to give you a fist bump. You may end up on the other side of the room.
Oh,
now
put
that
your
we
hand up like
passed
this.
your test,
Hold
now
on,
that we
what'd you
have
say,
passed
Lorelei?
this test, how do we protect this woman?
Get rid of Korradon.
I'm fine with that.
Me too.
Oh, let's get rid of the drug cartel lord. This sounds fun.
I have a feeling a lot of people will come after us if we do that. More so than with just killing the lady we did last night.
No one said you had to kill him.
Put him on a boat and ship him out to sea.
Also, there's a lot more in that shop than just glass. And some of the glass might be more than meets the eye.
What do you mean there's more in the shop than glass? Can you elaborate?
He deals in underground merchandise.
Ooh.
So if we tip off the guard,
The guards won't do shit, but if he's caught red-handed, they'll have to act. Worst case scenario, maybe he spends a night in jail.
And
And then you don't have to worry about what happens next to him.
What underground merchandise?
He moves in narcotics and some stolen gems. He uses the shop as a front. That's where he washes his gold.
okay.
I really don't like him.
And most of his customers are not there to buy glass.
Well, of course they're not. His shop's name is Brass Glass. That's so stupid.
He's kind of a prick.
He's a huge prick. Can we go? Let's make a plan. I don't like him.
what exactly would you like us to do with him?
Remove him. Remove him from the equation. That's a big gold pipeline to the government.
So permanently.
How do we get close to him?
Wait, we went to his shop earlier. What were the 2 guards? What class were they?
Class, you couldn't tell. You
You
just
couldn't
know that they were human figure.
Humanoid?
Hang on. They were elves. They were elven figures. They wore leather armor and they had maces clipped to their belts.
Okay, so they were elves.
So what if we go to him on the pretense that we got his money back? He'll let us in, sit us down, and then by the time he opens the bag, we can have him surrounded.
Bam, 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 bam. I'm back before week's end.
How is this a bad plan?
Does he have any known weakness? Any known vice?
Any enemies?
Money. Money is his vice.
Does he have any enemies other than you?
Every commoner he's ever loaned money to.
So we can make a mob?
He's a fucking loan shark.
Does he go out? Does he like wine, women, song, gambling, drugs?
Drugs, yes, but I don't know if he does them. He deals in them. He never goes anywhere without his bodyguards.
Does he go anywhere? Like
Does he get freaky?
that?
I don't know much about his social life. I just know what he's been doing in this city.
Okay.
And I'd like him taken off the board.
All right.
Whether that means removing him permanently, whether that means removing his merchandise, getting him locked up, whatever it is. That's just a very important piece. It's the reason why he's been able to operate, because he pays everyone off and he's been funding a lot of the government initiatives.
Then he must be removed permanently, because if he bribes everybody off, one night in jail's not going to do it. He
So,
needs to be
dead or
off.
alive, and how much?
Ooh, wow.
There's 3 of them so far. There should be an addendum because there might be more.
I like the way Morpheus thinks.
He's a bounty hunter, you know, so he knows the job. I'm going to stand behind him. I want to hear what's going to happen.
I have to protect those that need protection.
I could do this. I could seduce him. I could kill him.
That's if he likes girls.
Right, that's the pretense if he likes you.
Who wouldn't like me?
Wow.
Somebody who likes boys.
Well,
Right.
everyone,
Then
do we
you'll
have
live.
Cute feline.
a game plan?
I'll tell you what.
We're listening.
We were offered 50 from Bozo Butt
He
50
offered you
each.
50.
Yes.
50 each.
to rough up the girl.
Cheap bastard. He spends that much on his fucking shoes.
This would have been 6 pairs of shoes.
Well, let's start with this. How exactly are you going to go about this? You're just going to walk into his shop and kick the shit out of him? I'm not judging, I'm just merely getting some details.
That's what I want to know too. Either there's 2 options: keep him alive or dead. What do we all vote?
Dead.
Bounty hunter.
Oh, 100% dead.
Oh, if we're all just gonna go and kill him, what are we talking about? Yeah, we're gonna go kill him. What's up?
All right. Would it be amenable to say anything you find on him or in his shop is yours to keep?
What if there's nothing there?
Then we'll have that conversation.
Okay.
Remember, this is the first time we're working together.
Any other bodyguards other than the 2 that we kind of saw in the shops?
I'd be surprised if they were the only 2.
Okay. How big is that store? We didn't see a lot of it. Is there an upstairs? Is there a basement?
There was no upstairs. You didn't see if there was a basement or not. There was no up. You didn't notice a mezzanine.
Okay.
So how do we get in there safely? Do we
You have to scope
show
the
up with
place.
her, or do we show up with a bag of money and with saying, "Oh, here's your money. This is what we got"? Do we show up with a bunch of maps and say, like, "Here, we at least stole her maps, and this is worth the..." Like, how do we walk in?
Why don't I
sit with
show
a
up
bag
there,
of
get him
money.
into bed, and cut his dick off?
Well, that's a thing that just got said.
I missed that.
A
What was
bobbing.
that?
Something about cutting his dick off.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's a thing that happened. You can see Glaucus does not flinch at all. I thought he was like, all right then. Apparently it's that kind of party.
I didn't know I was in this kind of party. I was more of the school that thought of just busting in there and start shit up. But if you want to go with a bag, let's say, filled with pebbles and stones and made it look like it was a bag of money, and look what we got from her, and then let all hell break
I can
loose.
give you a bag of gold as long as you make sure it comes back to me whole.
I like
Well,
that.
we could bring in the bag of gold. You guys could be down there. Maybe I could pull him away, say that I need some drugs and I heard that he is the one to go to. And then you guys, once I take him away, rough up the guards and then come see the bloody mess that I left behind.
I love it.
Okay. I'll take one guard. I guess, Morpheus, you could take the other guard.
Yeah.
Do you want to be alone with him, or do you want one of us to go with you?
I would like you to be close in tow just in case.
All right.
I blush, and my tail, goes, straight up.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right, we'll start with this then. Just to let you guys know, this is the first time I've ever worked with you, and I don't have a habit of paying people who help work for the rebellion. But we'll say, let's see what you find when you're in there. Whatever it is yours to keep. We'll go from there if you don't like what you see.
How much you giving us in the bag?
How much did she say was what she owed?
I think it's like
500.
I can make that happen.
Oh, what the fuck are we doing?
That's right. We could just say him, here's 500, and then if he says anything about 20% or 11, then we start kicking ass.
Yeah.
Just an excuse.
Glaucus gets up, goes into his office, comes out 2 minutes later. 500. Throws it to the Goliath.
I got it.
Okay.
Meantime, Janata, you want to stay here with me? She's like, yeah, okay. She can hang out here. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with her here.
Do you have a back room where I could get pretty real quick?
I always think you're pretty.
I give Spot a cute little pet on the head.
Oh, yeah, he lets you use his office.
It's terrible.
Okay, I go gussy up in his back office real quick.
All right.
Okay.
I go back to my original robe, so the greens, the golds, the hair, everything.
Lorelei comes out looking like herself, and you guys are going to head back over to Brass Glass.
Okay.
Brass glass.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Make your way out of the Hunter's Tail and the several minutes walk back over to Brass Glass. On your way there, Lorelei, you see a familiar figure, new to the rest of you, as that old lady makes her way out of her house again.
Oh, looking for a cat.
Fifi! And the rest of you see an old human woman hunched over coming down the steps of her house. Fifi!
Is that you?
Lorelei looks at Spot. She's not talking about you, is she?
Are you talking about me?
Are you Fifi?
That's what Lorelei just asked. Lorelei just said, is she talking about you?
I know. And then I responded, are you talking about me? I am not Fifi. My name is not Fifi. It is Spot.
No, I know you're not Fifi, but have you seen Fifi?
What does Fifi look like?
She describes a small little, like, tabby cat.
Like an actual cat.
An actual cat. She's never been gone this long before. I'm a little worried about her. Have you seen her?
What do you got in your hands there?
Nothing, her hand is just curled up. Oh, no, she's got, like, little cat treats in it.
What kind of cat treats? Let me smell them. When I sniff them.
They don't smell too bad.
Some cats don't like that treat, though. You should try to get some fish or something.
Oh, no, these are Fifi's favorite.
Maybe she knows it's you, and maybe she doesn't want to come home because maybe you only give her stupid treats, and maybe you need to get some fish.
How mean!
Spot!
So
It's
mean.
terrible!
Oh my god!
I hope not. My poor Fifi.
If we find this Fifi, we will return him to you.
Oh, please do.
Morpheus is like, I hope no one's fucking with the cat.
You too.
Does she make any motion towards me or look at me? Do I see anything in her face besides, like, that I've seen her calling for her cat before?
Make a perception check.
'Cause I'm so perceptive. It's a nat 1.
Okay. One of those days.
Level 1,
You
level 1,
notice
level
nothing.
1.
She is an old woman looking for her cat.
Nothing more than that.
I noticed nothing about her. I am too dead set on our plan with Korradon.
A lot of ones everyone's rolling here.
You go your separate ways.
It's mostly me.
You go your separate ways. The old woman goes off in search of Fifi. And you make your way over to Brass Glass.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll deal with Korradon in the next episode.
Okay.